Hello, angels. Welcome back to the Cosmic Tailor. If you're new here, hi, I am Taylor, here to tailor you to your highest timeline. And today we're going to be doing a pick a jar reading because I've been having a lot of fun doing those. Despite the fact I feel like every single time I do them, I get off subject, but like, you know, it's just kind of fun because it sets this kind of like pretense of what I am expecting the cards to talk about, you know what I mean? Instead of talking about the same thing over and over and over again, I'm getting more different information, which I like that. I prefer that. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever time it is that you are watching this. Make sure that you like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know if this message resonates with you at the end. And if you feel so called to, I do have my Cash App in the description box below if you would like to tip me. It's always appreciated but never required. And we have 3. Okay. That's interesting. I think I'll do these 2 later. This one's calling my attention the most. Oh! Okay, first of all, can we appreciate how adorable I am with the little stars that I drew? Like, that's so cutesy. That's so cutesy. And it also is a message from the stars. A message from the stars. How cutesy! How cutesy! Oh. I hope you can actually see it a little bit. I wish. It never works out the way I want it to when I want it to. It's just kind of how it goes, isn't it? Anyways, so let's see. Angels, ancient ancestors, universe, spirit guides, higher self, Mother Earth, God, divine beings of the highest light with the purest intention and integrity to love, and the stars. Clear. What message do you have for my beautiful collective of angels today? What message do you want to come through? There's a very peaceful energy about today that I cannot quite, like, I can't even begin to put into words. It's just like 222 on the timer. It's just so serene today. And it's strange because, like, when I was laying in bed, I was like, oh, today's gonna be, like, so chaotic. It's gonna be so tiring. But then I actually got up and I got breakfast and I made myself some coffee. I got dressed and, like, then I did my reading, my reel reading for today, like, on YouTube Reels, and I was just, like, washed with this kind of peace and serenity that I haven't felt in a while, you know what I mean? It's like, I can be slow. I can talk slow, and I don't have to rush. It's a very nice energy today. At least, over here on my side of the world, wherever... I don't know where you guys are, but I hope that you're tapping into this energy as well. It's very nice. Okay. So, stars. What is this about? Okay, I heard Juno, first of all. I heard Juno immediately, and oh my god, what is that? Hold on, I don't know what that is. Hold on, I know that's a star. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm just gonna have to spell it out for you. Because, well, that's where we're at now, I guess. I don't know. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Asmodeus might be significant too. Okay, where are you? Where are you? And I'm so sorry. I cannot eat. I cannot sleep tonight. Those aren't stars. Those are asteroids, by the way. Sorry, let me specify. I don't know why I need to fix. Sorry, my bad. Where are you, motherfucker? Okay, VOSKOVEC dash, like a little dash line, not a slash, a little dash, WERICH. I don't I have absolutely no idea, like, what that is. I saw it once upon a time and I was like, whoa, that's definitely something. Something about the fixed stars are important here. And I don't know what it is. But something about the fixed stars is important here. Haha! Okay. Okay. All right. We found it. So, a fixed star that kind of gives like the same energy as the other thing. Vindemiatrix, Vindemiatrix, which warns of deception and loss. Interesting, because like that is so interesting, because we have justice out here with the 6 of Wands in the reverse, the 9 of Wands upright, the Page of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is also in the reverse. So yeah, there's something like super interesting here about the serenity that you're experiencing. It's like justice. It's literally like justice. It's like you're being given what you've so freely handed out. Like you are being returned, it's being returned to you. What you so freely gave for so long is being returned to you, right? You know, Spirit is calling to me like, oh, it's 11:11 on my clock right now. Oh my gosh. Spirit is calling to me right now about how every single time I call upon the divine beings with from the highest light, with the purest integrity and intention to love, I'm like kind of including you, my collective, in that, because you are a divine being and you do have the highest intention and integrity to love, and you truly do hold true to that. And it's like you felt like you were hold on. Okay, hi, I'm back. Sorry, my brother just asked me to go outside and water his garden, and I am also fucking dying of heat over here, so I'm just gonna take off this sweater. Ugh. Okay, back to the reading, back to what we were talking about. Yeah, there is something here about how, like, the life that you are experiencing right now, the time that you are spending right now, the energy that you are in right now, it is very still, very peaceful. Like, there is so much softness to this energy. Like, I can't even begin to describe how gentle this energy is, genuinely. And it's interesting because with the 6 of Wands being in the reverse out here, it might have felt for a while like you were losing. Like you were not reaching your goals, or you were not standing in the right line or going down the right road. You might have felt like you were out of alignment, 111 on a timer, but you weren't. First of all, you were not. You were very much so in alignment. So deeply aligned, truly. With the 9 of Wands being out here, there is this energy of like the quiet hopefulness, right? There was a quiet hopelessness to you once upon a time, something that it was just like, it felt like it was never gonna come, it was never gonna be. Like you were never going to reach a point of peace, you were never going to reach a point of serenity, you were never going to reach a point of calm. Just this energy of freaking out, truly, and things just not working out the way that you were hoping or praying or keeping your fingers crossed that they would, right? And Spirit is here to say, like, well, first of all, there is this newfound hope within you, because there is something about, like, you noticing this energy, even if you aren't like actively tapping into it or trying to attune to this energy, 222 on the timer, there is something about how you you are aligned with it. You know what I mean? And because of that, it will be popping up and starting to seep into your reality surrounding you. And the more time that passes, the more it will come into your life, right? It depends on whether or not you're going to fully acknowledge it for it to really settle into your like body, into your energy, into your field. But gross. Some weird people out here, collective. Some weird people watch my stuff and I don't like it. But oh well, views are views, I guess. Fuck. If it helps push it out to the person that needs it. Anyway, when you actually finally allow this to set into your life and stop trying to plan for something you already have, when you stop trying to look for this and realize that it's already all around you, like you already have this energy, you already have this peace, you already have all of this that you've been hoping for, searching for, yearning for a long time. 3 4 5 on the timer. It's already here. Ace of Pentacles flipping out of the deck with the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. It's already here. The new opportunity is already here. The chance is already here. And we have the Queen of Pentacles out here as well. Like, the second you acknowledge that you already have it, you've already had it. Like, it's already been in your possession. You haven't had to do anything to earn it, to gain it. You haven't had to work for it. It's already been here. It's always been here. You just finally attuned to it. You just finally cleared everything that was mucking it up out. Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles wanting to pop out here. Okay. This is correct. Which way do you want that, Spirit? It's always just more fun doing that. And we also have the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Swords, Strength, the Lovers, Judgment, Five of Pentacles, Page of Cups. A lot of very powerful energy here. A lot of powerful energy here. And with so many aces that are coming out, like, you went through so many trials, tribulations, struggles to get to this point of fulfillment and stability. Like, the thing is, maybe to the rest of the world right now, you don't look the most stable. Maybe to the rest of the world right now, you don't look to be the most fulfilled or abundant, but you can feel it. You can feel it. Right now, right here in your life, you can feel it. You can feel how aligned and structured your life is. 555 on the timer. You can feel it. That's so interesting because when I look down at the timer, 555, it's like the third 5 looked like it was like glowing. Like, that's so interesting. With the Page of Cups popping out here and the Six of Swords in the reverse trying to escape with the Sun in the reverse, there is something here about, like, there was no chance that you could choose self-abandonment again. There was no chance you could choose self-abandonment again. You knew that you had to make the choice to change something. With the Magician and the Page of Cups, you knew that you had to take your cup, you had to take your heart, and you had to move on. Use it to create something new, to create something different, to create something better for yourself. And you did it. You let the old fall away. With the Tower here, you let the old fall away. Come on now. Ow. I literally... It's actually a great question, high-key, because now I'm like... just curious. I gotta figure something out really fast. Thinking of, I was about to say Steven Universe, but that's Rick and Morty. Steven Universe could be significant right now, at this point in your life. You should watch Steven Universe if you've never seen it before. I highly recommend that series to anybody. Like, every single friendship I've ever made, I'm like, we cannot be friends unless you've seen Steven Universe. And I'm kind of like standing on that, high key, because like, if you cannot see the value in that show and like pick up the lessons from it, man, like the actual lessons from it, that's just devastating. Okay. That is devastating. That's just heartbreaking. Because the thing about Steven Universe is not only is it watching one character's hero's journey backwards, right? But it's also watching how the main character, Steven, right, the child, how when he's thrown into a world beyond his understanding, beyond his knowing, and he is surrounded by the irresponsible, and surrounded by the emotionally immature, how a child will go out of their way to pick up on the excess emotional labor in order to feel safe, and in order to build and maintain a sense of safety. Like, I saw this imagery earlier of when I was explaining that you'd already been, like, you had finally attuned to peace, right? This energy had already been around. I saw 918 on the timer, right? And your active attempt and duty of reaching your true purpose and falling into alignment with your true divine truth, you know what I mean? You were like a person trying to find stillness on a ship in a storm, which is very hard. And you managed to find a sort of stillness. You were able to really, really solidify yourself and keep calm and hold still and find a point of being that you could rely on, right? And it's kind of like the same energy with Steven of how, like, the point of relying for him was being the caregiver, 1010 on the timer. And maybe that's how you felt. You had to be the caregiver. You had to be the loving one. You had to be the lover. You had to be the one that gave and gave and gave. Compassion, space, understanding. Compassion, space, understanding. Compassion, space, understanding. Curiosity. Always being the one that had to be in the energy of giving, right? And there's something here about, like, you finally got off of that ship onto your own ship and you got out of that storm, right? You got out of the storm. You're not in the storm anymore. You're on the shore, and I'm seeing somebody laying on the beach, like completely soaked and like tired and just drained, right? But you made it. And it's hard to see that you've made it. But you can feel it, right? You can feel it because you can feel how stable the ground beneath you is, and it's not shifting under you, right? You're not moving out of it. I have my father's birthday this weekend. I'm very excited. Clear. Because we're gonna go down to St. George for it. Oh, look, it's me! The tailor! Perfection, attention to detail, and pride. Not perfection, my bad. That's just me. But that is also me. I don't actually think my pride is that bad. I don't think 12-12 on the timer. Yeah, I think I think I have learned to master, well, not master, but balance my pride and my achievements. 12:21 on the timer, you know what I mean? Like, I still struggle with celebrating myself, but I do, like, I can feel pride for the things that I do. And 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer, and maybe I do gloat just a little bit, but not enough for it to be a bad thing, especially because I'll do the same thing about other people. I will gloat about other people. 1, 2, 4, 8 on the timer. I will celebrate other people so loud. All right, like if anybody achieves anything or succeeds in anything, I'm always like, hell yeah, that's my bestie, that's my cousin, that's my brother. And of course I'll support them through the process to getting there because, you know, 13:13 on the timer. I really do, I've said this before and I'll say it again, I really do just want everybody to win. I really do just want everybody to win. And life is a game, but it's also a kind of game, like, it's like a video game. 13:31 on the timer. It's a kind of video game where good things have to happen and bad things have to happen in order for it to leave the most impact. You know what I mean? In order to have the most... in order to have the most value to the story and lessons told, you know? Which way do you want this, Spirit? And same with this one. Okay. We have the Chiromancer with delivering news and collaboration. And the Herald with small regrets and longing. We also have the Guide with inheritance and correction on the back of the deck, and with the Bell. Bells could be really significant for you right now. You might be hearing bells ringing or something like that. I heard wedding bells. Somebody might be getting married. Someone you care about might be getting married. Congratulations! Just in case. And, Spirit's like, even your enemies. 14:41 on the timer. Even your enemies. When you hear something good happens for your, like, the people that genuinely wish the worst on you and wish your downfall, you're still, like, yeah, the vengeance, overcoming slights with a choice. Like, you just choose to be happy for them. And you're like, congratulations. Like, that's great. I'm so happy for you. Oh. That's how I feel about hearing news about one of my old friends, because, like, I am genuinely happy for them. I do genuinely feel happy for them, but it does make me cry, because it makes me grieve what, like, we used to have and the friendship we used to have, because it's like, I support you, but I can't support you over there. I support you and I hope you're eating well and I hope things are going in the right direction for you and I hope your dinner table is set up exactly the way that you want it all set up, but I can't eat with you and I can't be around you. I can't do that because to do that would be a betrayal to myself, but I still wish you the best. You know what I mean? And so it's very sad. Losing friends and losing connection in life, it's very sad. The Runaway with secrets running from problems in the reverse. Right. So this is what the stars really wanted to talk about. Because in this story of how you have really overcome so much. You have overcome so much. You have overcome these regrets. You've overcome these tough times. This... Spirit's like, you're gonna... Oh, Spirit just told me I'm gonna be doing all 3 of these readings and uploading them today. So I guess after this, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to, like, divide my time best. But anyway, there is something here about, like, this story where you had to go and do all of this really hard work. And just... you had to do so much. Right? You had to do so much in order to get to this point in the first place. And the stars are talking about how, like, there is something here. New projects with learning, the Acolyte. This is you and your energy, right? You're just trying to create anew from the things that are left behind. And the poet, relationships and vulnerability. There is something here about not just this person, but you as well, being a little bit more vulnerable and open to your connections or commitments, open to your relationships, your friendships, etc. But for you, this feels like more of something that you've built with somebody, while on the other end, with this person, it feels like something that they've been trying to hide, something that they've been trying to keep away from, something they've been trying to hide from someone else. Because the way with the cards are set up here, like, I will show you. We have all of these cards, and there's like that missing space, that missing gap. And it's like there's a part of the story that isn't completed, right? With the painter, productivity, and creation, you're not really thinking about or worried about these missing parts within the story, because to everybody else it's just red paint, but to you, you can see the growth and the roses behind everything that you went through and experienced with this person, right? Everything that they tried to cover up, you can see very clearly, right? But they themselves, like the people that are around them, they can't really see it. They're not seeing it very clearly at the very least, right? And with the runaway, we have like these golden and red flowers, right, all over the place. And it's like the secrets are coming through. It's like they're breaking out. It's like this person is talking or speaking, and it's like they're not even saying things outright, but it's like everyone is piecing together the things that they are saying. This person thinking that what they're saying means nothing, or it doesn't have any meaning behind it or purpose behind it, and everybody around them is like, I can see something that you're trying to hide. I see now. I can see the roses now. I can see what you were trying to hide now. Exactly. There is something here, though, about this person or these people not knowing for sure whether or not this is the truth, right? With the astronomer in reverse with discovery and augury, and the walker in the reverse with the unknown and a journey. There's like, it's something here about, there is something that, the twins, self-protection and dual nature. There's something here about how they know something, they think they know something, but they're not sure, they can't really confirm it, right? And there's a duality here where the people that are surrounding them are trying so hard to pin this down, while they themselves are trying so hard to keep it away, right? And it's all catching up. It's all catching up. Yeah, because delivering news in collaboration with the guide, you yourself might be delivering news that makes these people realize something that they didn't realize before. Interesting. Which way did you want that, Spirit? The Alchemist, balance, invention, and destruction. Yeah, that's the story. That's the story. Small regrets and longing into balance, invention, and destruction, into productivity and creation, into delivering news and collaboration, into inheritance and correction, into secrets and running from problems in the reverse. That's exactly what's going on. Like, the parts that were hidden away from these people that are like actively in this person's life are the parts where you were having the biggest influence, where you were having you were doing the work, while this person was, I don't really know what they were doing. Causing themselves problems, I presume. Gross. Anyway. This is like super interesting though. I don't know why the stars are talking about this specifically. I wonder if there's like an opportunity for you here within this connection or situation. Because like maybe it's just like like I said in the beginning with the justice card, this is your justice. This is what you have earned for doing everything you did. 22 on the timer. That seems to be the case here. Because you had to do so much. You had to do so much. Like, this isn't, it's not even funny, actually. High key. Low key, I mean high key. I've been peeped that you like me. I mean, who the fuck you really want to be with besides me? I mean, okay, wait, which ones are those? Y'all, it's not even funny how much I struggle with memorization. It's not even funny. Memorization is my weakest point, dude. I literally, growing up as a kid, like, ugh. As a kid, I would have to go and try to do, like, the memorization games of, like, oh, hey, so what are every single, like, counties of the freaking 23 on the timer of the state? What are the freaking anyways, it's just things like that. Hey, can you not do this to me right now? It's just things like that where I have always struggled the most with those, because when I had to do that in class, I still ended up getting, like, 2 counties mixed up every time I took the test. I had to take the test, like, 7 times. And, like, at the end of it, the teacher was just like, okay, so I'm not gonna make you take this again. Because you just gotta, I know you know it, but you gotta remember that it's switched, okay? And I'm like, oh yeah. Because I was a big overachiever growing up. I literally, fuck off right now. Sick and tired of your shit. La 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 la. Okay, there we are. Awesome. So it's, yeah, I assumed it was water, but it's air, the other one, water and air. That's like, every single one of these cards has water and air elements with, like, the triangles, right? Water is the upside down triangle that's solid. Air is the right side up triangle with the line through it, okay? Ugh. Anyway, so, oh, that is a really easy way to remember that. See, I always have to do that, where I have to give myself some kind of, like, I have to give myself, like, a riddle, or, like, just, like, an allegory or something for me to remember something. It's bad, but anyways, there's so much water and air energy here. You're a very, like, loving person, and it's so interesting because, like, for you, you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups out here, which tells me that you yourself were predominantly showing up in this connection through water energy, through molecular energy, flow energy, molecular, duh, all of it is hello? I guess spirit is like, you have mastered something on a molecular level. You have mastered something in some kind of way on a molecular level. Or you just have that deep of an effect on people. Interesting. See, yeah, the stars are coming through to tell you, like, they are exacting justice in a way where you're not going to be known as, like, they're bringing you retribution. I'm hearing retribution. They're bringing you retribution because, like, the peace that you're feeling right now, the peace that you have in your life right now, that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning. Like, they are not letting this entire situation go down the way that it did and letting it stay that way. Yeah, because on the back of the deck, we have the Waker with awareness and reflection. And beneath, like, what's it called? Beneath the other card, I can't remember what it was. Yeah, the Acolyte, right? It was the Forgotten, and the Forgotten is, like, missed opportunities and things like that, right? Fear of failure is the other part. The forgotten, right? They're not going to let you be forgotten again. They're not going to let you be forgotten again. Like, you have become made aware of everything that happened to you and everything, like, how unbalanced it truly was, and the way that you were maintaining balance, the way that was such an injustice to you in your life. Hold on. I need to put some protection oil on my neck. Hold on now. Okay, anyways. Because I don't know what it is, but there is something here about how the stars really do, like, love you. The stars really love you. They really appreciate you. Just like the devil appreciates you. There is something about you that is just so... I'm hearing uncanny, like, and that's interesting because it's like, I feel like there are people out here that look at you. I'm hearing the song Uncanny Valley Hot by, or Uncanny Valley by Melanie Martinez. It's not Uncanny Valley Hot, but that is the lyric. Is that what you want? Uncanny Valley Hot. Gave you all of my love. Ass ain't fat enough. What the fuck? Am I out of luck? It's crazy. Because people look at you and they're like, that's not a human, right? That's not a human, right? Like, there's no way that's a person. There's no way that's a person, right? Because, like, nobody acts like that. No people are like that. But you're like that. The king and the waker, yes. Control, reversal of fortune. And then the waker with awareness and reflection. That's the difference between the two of you. That's like... Excuse me. That's how things are being rebalanced. That's how things are being rebalanced. You're not going to be left like this. You are not going to be left like this. No. There is nothing that they can do to run. Because the thing is, like I said before, there is something here. The captain taking command and teamwork. There is something here about how the stars love you and they collaborate with you. Like, notice the hands and the star up there. Like, this is... And this is air energy as well. Which is interesting because the other two, the king and the waker, that's fire energy. It's like things are being ignited. Where there was once an abundance of water and air, there is going to be an abundance of fire and air, which means that there's just going to be constant fuel to further push and, like, feed into the flame that is overtaking not just their life and your life, but also overtaking, like, all of this karmic nasty energy and burning it away so that it's no longer affecting you, and so that they can no longer contact you or interact with you or, like, get in your business or in your energy anymore. And the stars, yeah, they love you. They love you. You work with the stars in some kind of way. And with the taking command, it's because you actually follow and listen to your divine alignment within yourself. You actually do the work. 3113 on the timer. And this person has been trying so hard to get away from doing the work. And that's the problem. They're just trying to get away from doing the work when really what they desperately need is to take accountability for it. 3131 on the timer. They need to take accountability for it. The more that they try to keep things hidden, the more that they try to keep things quiet, like, the longer that these people around them let them hold up and keep up this charade, this play. The adventurer with responsibility and expectations. Look at that freaking volcano, bro. Look at that volcano. It's cooked. Like, everybody will be fucking cooked. Literally. Any final messages, stars? Oh. The weaver with rediscovery and transition, the botanist with parenthood and legacy, the puppeteer in the reverse with explanations and apologies, and the dancer with self-expression and strength. Yeah, you're moving into your legacy. You're moving into a legacy that you can be proud of. One where you are just yourself, where you embrace yourself, where you love yourself, where you are who you are, where you allow yourself to rediscover parts of yourself and understand who you truly are deep down inside, and who you allow yourself to be, and the transition that you experience from really embodying that and being who you are. You feel me? And this person is leaving behind a legacy that they cannot be proud of. They're leaving, like, the way to think about it, collective, is like, if you had children right now, and they saw the way that you acted, and they started acting the way that you act right now, even if nobody else knows how you act, if they started acting the way that you know how, like the way that you act right now, how would you feel? How would you feel about that? If that makes you sad, feel a little disappointed, a little upset, then 3333 on the timer, that is a sign that something within you needs to change. Because if you can't be proud of your own child acting like that, then how are you supposed to embrace yourself being like that? You know what I mean? Just saying. And there's no such thing as bad qualities. There's only poor application of qualities in context of the situation. Poor application of qualities to the context of circumstance. All right? I say that a lot, and I actually went into a deep conversation about this with my friend the other day, and he said he didn't agree with what I said because he's a very logistical, logic-based person, which, period, everybody needs more of that, honestly. But he's like, learned behaviors can be qualities as well. And I said, well, 3434 on the timer, I said, I don't believe that. I don't believe that learned behaviors are qualities, because learned behaviors are things that you pick up and soak up while you're here on this planet. I believe qualities are things that are eternal. Like, those are things that are a part of your soul being. If we're all only on an energetic vibration, and every single one of us is existing in a way that light exists, if we're all existing in a way where we're constantly fluctuating as light does, where we're reaching different colors of the spectrum and changing and growing in different ways, I believe that qualities are soul-based. I believe that qualities are things that you hone, strengthen, and or transform through the process of self-growth and connecting to and attuning to your own energy and your soul. And things that you're taught, self-taught or taught behaviors just by other people, I don't believe those to be qualities. I believe that to be a very egoic human thing, right? I don't have the discernment to be able to tell whether or not your qualities are learned behaviors or if they're actual qualities. That is for you to decipher, because I can't read your mind. I can't read your soul. I mean, like, I have the discernment to be able to tell whether or not what you say or do or how you act comes from an authentic place, but I do not have the mind-reading abilities to know whether or not the way you act is because you learned to act that way or it's because it's who you really are. And it's not my job to figure that out. It's my job to figure out if what I am and how I act and what I do is from a learned behavior place, or if it's an actual quality that I should learn to love and accept about myself. Because when you don't allow yourself to attune to your soul, when you don't allow yourself to connect to your soul and your soul qualities, you get to a point in life where you're forcing yourself, contorting yourself, and breaking and bending yourself to try to fit boxes that society wants to put you in just for the sake of their own comfortability. But they're never going to feel comfortable with you not being who you are, with you not being truly authentic. Actually, people get really mad when you're not being your authentic self. That's a lesson that I've learned in my life. People get really mad at you when you're not who you really are, because they can feel that and they can detect that. But they also get mad when you are who you really are, and when you attune yourself to who you really are. The main difference, though, is that like the constant push and pull to try to force you to fit in that box isn't as, how do you say, prevalent when you're just being who you are. Because the more that they try when you're just being yourself, the less that it works, and the harder they have to realize and swallow the pill of, oh, well, there's nothing that I can do to make them change, because this is just who they are. You know what I mean? But yeah, when you allow yourself to do that kind of self-reflection and acknowledge these parts of yourself and actually look yourself in the eyes and learn about who you are, well, that's when you really change. That's when you really change. That's when you become who you really are, right? And a lot of the people, especially these people you were in connection with, they themselves cannot discern or decipher what in them is a learned quality or a learned behavior or is actually who they are. And that's a lesson that they are going to have to learn in this life, which is a tough one, but it's a necessary one. Because if you can never find out and discover where you truly begin and where you truly end, and where the projections that other people put onto you, 3838 on the timer confirmation, the projections that other people put onto you start and end, then you never really know who you are. And you're going to be the only person that gets the closest understanding of who you truly are in this life. Right? Okay. Thank you so much for being here, angels. I love you so much, and I hope I will see you in the next reading, all right? Please let me know how this message resonated with you down in the comment section below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Love you so much. I hope I will see you later. Okay, love you. Bye.